Hi, my name is Bill Calhoun, owner of ServiceMaster Restore Oakville. In this short video, we're going to show an example of a condominium emergency response plan developed before a water disaster strikes. The example today is looking at how having a plan can help to minimize the disasters from plumbing failures, specifically in dealing with unit owners. More than half of all condo water escapes originate from plumbing failures inside the boundaries of a unit, but spread out, affecting units and common corridor areas. As an emergency response contractor, we also take you behind the scenes to help condo boards and management understand what to expect from the contractor. First point is a typical emergency response plan can be a joint effort developed and accessible between the condo board, management, and the emergency response contractor. There are 5 top contents of an emergency response plan, most common for small to mid-sized water escapes. These include 1. Water shutoff valves for common areas and unit owner shutoff locates. 2. An emergency call capture checklist, and that determines the resources that are needed. 3. An emergency response contractor and list of trades. 4. A review phase for management and board approval, which is like a checklist for all emergencies. 5. A guide to unit owner responsibilities, and this is distributed before water disasters and redistributed after water disaster strikes. I highlight the segments of the plan that should be given to unit owners multiple times, the location of the shutoff valves inside units, and a guide to unit owner responsibilities. Some managers would provide this in welcome packages for new unit owners. Also, providing on an annual basis to the entire community of unit owners can help drive the message. The fact is, the vast majority of unit owners do not understand their standard unit definition, and letting them know their responsibilities before a disaster and damages occur will save a great deal of misunderstanding. Now, we hope you can see the importance of educating unit owners about their water shutoffs with this real live footage, just how much water can gush from a burst water fixture. Water pressures will vary, but in a condo, a burst half-inch line like this inside a unit can pour out 1,000 gallons per hour. Turning off the water quickly can be the difference between flooding a single unit or continuing down and out, damaging more units and common areas. In a perfect world, following the #1 aspect of the response plan, the condo manager had provided the unit owners with a simple location photo showing that inside their unit, where their water shutoff is located, inside the main bathroom vanity. Here we can see that when it is known where the shutoff is, just how quickly it can be to remove an access panel and access the valve. 2. Emergency call capture checklist. Determining the resources that are needed. In our example, the unit owner was able to quickly shut off their water, but we will presume there was a delay before they became aware. An outpouring like we saw would only need a half hour to cause water damages in units below and could affect corridors below. There are certain indicators to determine the resources needed, be it handle with your own team or call in the emergency response contractor. The pooling in the corridor that you see below the source unit indicates the contractor is needed. Ideally, there is a pre-arranged response plan in the hands of the contractor's on-call project manager for your building. Water extraction first and foremost will stop water from migrating further. There are some other tools of the trade being utilized: infrared cameras, moisture reading equipment, and the drying equipment that you see staged for positioning. In the typical scenario, it should be noted that the condo contractor knows to only perform basic cleanup to stop the spread of water and stabilize with drying equipment. It should be noted on a clean water source like a plumbing line, the goal should be to dry out building materials in place. Infrared is a key tool contractors use for quick water mapping to know and understand the extent of the water path. The contractor will be checking the water path around electrical closets, and once they know the extent of water absorbed into drywall, they will make their recommendations to the manager before removing finishes, if needed. As stated before, understanding standard unit definitions can be made easier by making it clear with unit owner responsibility charts. A chart like this spells out the responsibility to maintain plumbing. Also spells out when damages occur to finishes such as flooring in this condo. As is the case in many condos, floor covering damages are the responsibility of the unit owner. The fact is, vast majority of unit owners do not understand this and are shocked if the flood originated above them. They are responsible for the floor damages in their unit. In summary, response planning with designated communications to your unit owner community should foster a greater duty of care and help minimize water escapes, and when they strike, avoid disputes.